How can just three forwards control the entire ice? In hockey, the roles of F1, F2, and F3 aren't just positions. They're the heartbeat of forechecking. One wrong read, and it's a breakaway.
One perfect move, and it's a game-winning turnover.
Let's break it down.
Understanding forechecking. Forechecking is simple at its core. It's about pressuring the opponent in their own zone before they can launch an attack. But the impact it has on a game is huge. A strong forecheck can suffocate a breakout, force turnovers, and keep the puck trapped in the offensive zone. A weak forecheck? That opens the door for the other team to break out with speed.
Teams approach forechecking in two main ways: aggressively or conservatively. Aggressive means swarming the puck carrier, risking quick turnovers, and trying to create chaos. Conservative is more patient, slowing down the breakout lanes, containing the play, and waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. At the pro level, teams even switch strategies mid-game, starting with pressure, then shifting to a conservative approach if they have a lead. That adaptability is what makes systems successful, and that's where the three forwards, F1, F2, and F3, come in. They aren't just skating around randomly, they're following a system. Each role has its own responsibility. When executed properly, they work together like gears in a machine. One forward presses, another supports, and the third acts as insurance. The balance among those three determines whether a forecheck results in pressure or a disaster.
Who is F1?
F1 is the spearhead, the one who charges in first. Think of F1 as the disruptor. The puck carrier on the other side barely has time to lift his head before F1 is already closing the gap. His job is to force the defenseman into a rush decision, whether that's a dump, a bad pass, or a turnover.
But it's not just about speed. Timing and angle control are everything. If F1 charges straight in recklessly, the defenseman can just spin off and skate free. But if F1 takes the right angle, he cuts off options and squeezes the opponent into a trap. It's like chess. You're not just chasing the puck, you're shutting down exits.
In Connor Bedard's first NHL game, the Chicago Blackhawks showcased a textbook 2-1-2 forecheck. F1 applied direct pressure on the puck carrier, F2 supported by anticipating the puck's movement, and F3 maintained high positioning to prevent breakout passes. This coordinated effort led to a successful turnover and a scoring chance. However, there's also the risk. If F1 fails, the whole system falls apart. One clean pass through F1, and suddenly the defense is facing an odd man rush the other way. Coaches call it overcommitting. It's why being F1 is such a high pressure role. You're the spark, but you can also be the spark that burns your own team. The role of F2. While F1 is the first wave, F2 is the one who keeps the pressure alive. If F1 forces a bobbled puck or a rushed pass, F2 is right there to scoop it up. His job is recovery, but it's also about reading the play. F2 doesn't just chase blindly, he positions himself where the puck is likely to spill out. F1 and F2 work like a tag team. If F1 angles the defenseman into the boards, F2 is already anticipating the loose puck. If F1 cuts off one pass option, F2 is ready to jump the other.
This is how turnovers turn into scoring chances. A sharp F2 also communicates constantly, shouting reads to F1 and F3. Good forechecks rely as much on talk as on skating. If a defenseman is pressured into a weak pass up the middle, F2 steps in, intercepts, and suddenly the offense is already in motion. Within seconds, that smart positioning becomes a prime scoring chance. That's the beauty of a strong F2. You don't even notice him until he's already stolen the puck. Coaches drill this role constantly. A lot of youth hockey coaches even run two-man chase drills where F1 pressures and F2 supports by reading where the puck might go. The lesson is clear. Without a smart F2, F1's effort goes to waste.
The role of F3.
Now comes the anchor, F3. While the first two forwards are charging and grinding for turnovers, F3 hangs high. His role might not look as exciting, but it's arguably the most important. F3 is the safety net. If the puck slips past the first two forecheckers, F3 is the one preventing a jailbreak the other way. F3's positioning usually hovers near the blue line, keeping an eye on both the puck and any opponent trying to sneak behind. Coaches call it staying above the play. It means F3 is always ready to shut down breakout lanes or drop back quickly if the puck escapes.
Patience is what defines a good F3. Jump too low into the play, and you risk giving up an odd man rush. Stay too passive, and you're not supporting the offense. Finding that balance is an art.
There are countless NHL moments where F3 saved the game by simply being disciplined. A defenseman under pressure fires a desperate breakout pass, but because F3 held his ground, he intercepts it cleanly at the blue line and fires it back on net. It's not flashy, but it's game-saving. In many systems, coaches even stress, if you don't know where to be F3. That's how crucial the role is. It keeps everything from collapsing when the forecheck doesn't win instantly.